The old Taoist could tell at a glance that the raisins the girl was selling were no ordinary goods, so he immediately called over two elders. The three of them grabbed the raisins from the bamboo basket and couldn't put them down. Then the old Taoist asked the girl about the price. The girl originally planned to ask for 30 copper coins, but before she could even react, he directly offered 300,000 gold coins. She thought she had heard wrong. However, he even felt 300,000 wasn't enough, and gave her an extra teleportation talisman, promising that if the girl ever encountered difficulties in the future, as long as she used this talisman, the entire sect would be at her command. Hearing this, the girl immediately thought these three people were out of their minds. Afraid they would change their minds, she quickly packed up and fled in a hurry. Little did she know those three had the same thought, because what they took away weren't ordinary raisins, but rare spiritual treasures that could break through bottlenecks with just one piece. But they never imagined such precious treasures were piled up like mountains in the girl's home. It turned out 3 years ago, the girl accidentally transmigrated to this cultivation world. However, she not only lacked exceptional talent, but also had no cultivation aptitude whatsoever. Yet she uniquely activated a god-tier farming system, which caused every crop she cultivated to become treasures worth fortunes in the cultivation world. Unfortunately, the girl was completely unaware of this. Every day, besides complaining about this system, all her remaining attention was on the system shop, especially that handsome male model priced at 100 million gold coins, with 8-pack abs. For this one remaining bit of joy, she decided to slowly save up money, so she went out to sell raisins, but after half a day not a single person even asked about the price. At this point, the vendor across from her started mocking her. Turns out cultivators didn't care for this kind of mortal food at all. However, just as the girl was feeling discouraged and ready to pack up, three elderly men with ethereal temperaments descended onto the street. Sharp-eyed vendors immediately recognized them as three elders from a top-tier sect, so everyone rushed forward to pitch their wares, but the three showed no interest in their goods. It turned out the sect's master was running out of lifespan, and if he couldn't break through his realm soon, he would face the crisis of death. Just when the three were at their wits' end, they unexpectedly sensed that the girl's raisins were emanating extraordinary spiritual energy, so they bought them with 300,000 gold coins and a teleportation talisman. However, shortly after both parties left, the girl's cousin found this place with a portrait, because the family's once every 60 years Black Phoenix ritual was about to be held. To maintain the family's eternal prosperity, every 60 years they had to use a direct bloodline female to feed the phoenix. This generation it should have been the eldest uncle's daughter, but to protect his own daughter, the eldest uncle actually planned to capture the girl who had been living away from home, and bring her back as a substitute. Facing her cousin's coercion, the girl directly pulled out the teleportation talisman the old Taoist had given her. Seeing this, her cousin burst out laughing. He really wanted to see what kind of powerful figure a waste who couldn't cultivate could possibly summon. Sure enough, after the teleportation talisman disappeared, nothing appeared. Her cousin took the opportunity to mock the girl, saying what kind of help could a waste possibly call for. The girl also thought she had been scammed. However, just as her cousin was about to tie her up, he was suddenly struck down by a beam of light. The old Taoist finally appeared.